now, as Plattsburgh State baseball team plated 6 runs in the top of the 9th inning to secure a 12-8 win against Brockport, which saved the doubleheader sweep. John Campbell delivered a 2-run single in the 9th in Game 2 to give the Cardinals a comeback cushion. Billy Davis pitched 4 scoreless innings in relief to close the exciting comeback and get the win for Plattsburgh. It was Joe Curcio who started off the scoring in the first inning for the Cardinals, blasting a 3-run homer over the right field fence. Curcio went 3 for 5 for the game with those 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored by Kyle Kowalski also knocked in 3 hits in the win. Todd Allen, Max Zimmerman, and Jamie Rose each had 2 RBI for Brockport in the loss. In Game 1, the 11-4 loss, Joe Curcio had his first home run of the day for the Cards, and teammate Eric Schwinn drove in 3 runs with a triple. Brockport broke a 4-4 tie with 7-run 7th inning. Talon of the Golden Eagles had a grand slam and ended the day with 8 total RBIs. Very impressive. You see in the Game 2 win, they're not showing the graphic for the Game 1. Didn't get that one, but Game 2, Curcio with a 3 for 5 effort with the 7 RBIs for the day for him, and multi-hit games for 4 guys, 2 with 3, and that's a formula for a W.
A lot of numbers for Plattsburgh, what we like to see.
Right.
And still talking about baseball, Fredonia State swept Plattsburgh clean of any wins on Sunday at a SUNYAC doubleheader. The Blue Devils took advantage of 7 Cardinal errors in Game 1, eventually winning the first game 7-4. The Blue Devils had a weak start in the second game, but quickly turned to a 4-0 deficit into a 6-4 win. In the first game, Torrey Bouye went 2 for 5, including shattering his first career home run. The Cardinals held steady leads of 2-1 and 4-2, but committed a season high of 7 errors that only allowed Plattsburgh 4 runs. However, Plattsburgh did break a record. Defensively, the Cardinals tied a school record of 4 double plays. This record was set last April 23rd. In the 4th inning of the second game, Plattsburgh highlighted 3 runs in the 4th inning. Was when Kyle Kowalski clobbered a home run with a runner on base. 2 innings later, Matt Burns had a sacrifice fly, increasing the lead 4-0, but it wasn't over just yet. The Blue Devils came back in the 6th with a vengeance, scoring 6 unanswered runs on 7 hits. John Campbell had 2 of Plattsburgh's 7 hits, including a double and a triple. Kyle Kowalski and Matt Burns both had 2 RBIs. In the end, the Cardinals dropped to 18-11 overall and 4-4 in the conference. And here, like we didn't pull it off, Dave, but Kyle Kowalski came in with his home run. Campbell and Burns were each accounted for 2 hits, and Fredonia has a little bit better record than us. But
yeah, and we're splitting these double headers, but we're hitting the crap out of the ball. They got tons of home runs. That's 4 for 2 days total.
Very nice.
Right. And switching to softball, the Cardinal softball team swept Fredonia in a doubleheader last week, giving up only 2 runs all day. Game 1 was 1-0, a 1-0 nail biter, with Aaron Jamison bunting her way on in 2 outs in the 3rd inning, stealing second on a scoring on an Amy Wu single to help manufacture the only run of the game. Bree Allen got the win, giving up 2 hits in 7 innings in the circle. In Game 2, it didn't take long for the 2 teams to get on board with runs in the 1st inning, scoring in both half innings. But Plattsburgh plated 2 more in the 3rd and 4 in the 4th to blow it wide open, the final going 7-2. Heather Laughlin started at pitcher and got the win, while Bree Allen closed the game in the 7th inning. Aaron Jamison went 3 for 5 with 3 runs and scored 3 for the game. Amy Wu was 3 for 6 for the day with 2 runs, 2 RBIs, and another homer in Game 2. And multi-hit games for both Jamison and Wu, 3 for 5.
And we're still talking about the ladies once again. The ladies were back on track before visiting Buff State on Saturday. Buffalo swept Plattsburgh clean of their 10-game winning streaks, taking both games in their doubleheader, 6-3 in the first game and 4-3 in the second game. Nicole Demier had 2 of the Cardinals' 7 hits in Game 1. She singled Amy Wu home. Wu also started the game off with a single for a 1-0 lead in the first inning. In the second game, the Cardinals jumped off to a good start with a 3-0 lead in the first inning. Danielle Jergy had an RBI single. Dana Mandary hit a run-scoring double, and Aaron Flokowitz added a sacrifice fly in the 4th. Demier led the Cardinals with 2 hits, including a double and a triple. Plattsburgh fell to 16-18 overall and 9-5 in the conference. Let it be mentioned that 4 of Plattsburgh's 5 SUNYAC losses have come by a 1 run. Here, unfortunately, Plattsburgh was unable to pull it off against Buff State, but here we have Jergy and Mandary and Demier pulling through with nice numbers.
Yeah, Buffalo doesn't have double-digit losses yet, so they're clearly an elite squad.
Yes.
And much like the guys did on the baseball diamond, The softball team did the same thing, earning a win in the back end of a doubleheader versus Brockport to prevent a sweep. In that game 2, Nicole Deemer went 3 for 4 with an RBI, and Aaron Jamison added two hits with a steal of home to give the Cards a 1-0 advantage. Heather Laughlin worked 4 innings to get the win, and Bree Allen saved the 4-2 Cardinal win for her first collegiate save. Allen also started Game 1. She scattered 6 hits with 7 Ks in 7 innings, only to be outdueled by the Golden Eagles' Stephanie Gears. No-hitter. That's right, a no-hitter from Gear. Gear absolutely dominated the Plattsburgh Bats, giving up a single walk, but still facing the minimum of 21 batters. So that's an absolute, it was a classic, actually, because like you said, Allen gave up, 3 hits, 2 hits. Lacrosse coming up, and some men's track and field. But you got some lacrosse information right now for us.
Starting with lacrosse, standouts Matt Mays and Kyle Norkey scored 2 goals apiece, and Luke Wideline added 3 points for Plattsburgh on Saturday, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for the Cardinals to pull it off. The Oswego Lakers beat the Cardinals by 1 point in an intense, heart-filled game, 11-10. The Lakers scored the game-winning goal on a man-up opportunity with 2 minutes and 19 seconds into overtime. After 15 minutes of play, the teams were tied 2-2 and then 4-4 at halftime. However, the third quarter brought about a little change. Plattsburgh outscored the Lakers 5-1 for a 9-5 lead. The action did not stop here. Oswego came back with 5 goals in the fourth quarter, tying the game 10-10 with only 2 seconds left into regulation. The Cardinals dropped to 7-7 overall and 2-3 in the SUNYAC. And Dave, last night the guys beat Potsdam 9-8. This is their second straight year beating their North Country rivals after losing 9 games in the series. And the most important aspect of last night's game is that this keeps them alive for the SUNYAC tournament at the end of the season.
Great, and they're doing better than expected, so congratulations to them. And we're going to move on to some track and field right now. And the Plattsburgh State men's track and field team performed quite well at a meet at Cortland. The Cards placed 4th in the 4x400 meter relay and placed 3rd in the 4x800 meter relay, with Chris Ketchum, Josh Mitchell, Kyle Dunn, and Seth Yerney running in under 8 minutes and 8 seconds. In the field events, Cards placed 2, 3, 4, and 5 to round out the day. Solid day for Plattsburgh. Andrew Krug took the 2nd in the high jump, leaping 6 feet 1.5 inches. Jeff Stitz took 3rd place in the triple jump with a length of almost 43 feet. Brian Marcus finished 4th in the decathlon, while Alex Carboni tossed the discus 123 feet and 7 inches to earn him a 5th place finish. So we get 2, 3, 4, 5 in those events, and of course the relay. We always seem to do well in the relay.
That is quite well. They did perform pretty good. Now switching over to the ladies, the Cortland Classic didn't intimidate the Plattsburgh State women's track and field team this past weekend. The ladies placed in the top 5 of 9 events. Amy McCaslin, Felicia Sangs, Shannon Young, and Jacqueline Boyer placed the highest for the Cardinals. All the ladies received a respective 2nd place finish in their events. Shannon Young tossed the shot put 37 feet 6 inches for a 2nd place finish. Jacqueline Boyer launched the javelin 109 feet 9 inches, earning her a 2nd place finish. 2nd place was also awarded to Amy McCaslin, who ran the 400-meter dash in 59.27 seconds. And lastly, finishing in 2nd was Felicia Sangs, who completed the high jump with a height of 4 feet 9 3/4 of an inch. Amy McCaslin and Felicia Sangs joined Joanne Torelli and Jen Rislier for a 4th place finish in the 4x400 meter relay in 52.34 seconds. 3rd place finishers were Stephanie Braun in the 10,000 meter run and Holly Black in the heptathlon. Joanne Torelli finished 4th in the 400 meter hurdles. Distance runner Colleen Cody finished the day off with a 5th place finish, in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. And there you have it. The 4th, all of the finishers and field, the track in the field, the high jump, 2nd place, shot put, 2nd place, and 400 meter, 2nd place.